Andrea Bocelli is one of the most recognizable voices in modern classical and pop crossover music, known for blending opera with mainstream appeal. Born in Italy and overcoming severe visual impairment, he rose from a rural upbringing to become a global recording artist. His journey is often described as inspirational because it combines personal hardship, discipline, and extraordinary talent. From early piano lessons to international stages, his life reflects persistence and artistic passion. This rewritten account follows his path from childhood to worldwide fame, highlighting the key moments that shaped his identity as a singer and performer across genres and generations. Early life in rural Italy. Andrea Bocelli was born in 1958 in the Tuscan countryside of Italy, where he spent his early years surrounded by farmland and family traditions. Raised in a modest rural environment, his childhood was grounded in agriculture and simple living. Despite being born with serious vision problems due to congenital glaucoma, he experienced a lively and active upbringing. His family supported him closely, encouraging independence and curiosity. Life in his village was quiet but formative, giving him a strong connection to nature and routine. These early experiences helped shape his resilience and grounded personality long before fame entered his life. Early musical development music became a central part of Bocelli's life at a very young age. He began piano lessons around age 6 and quickly showed a natural ability to learn instruments. Over time, he explored flute, saxophone, trumpet, and guitar, building a broad musical foundation. He was deeply influenced by recordings of classical tenors, which sparked his dream of singing professionally. His ability to memorize and imitate vocal styles set him apart early on. Music was not just a hobby, but a way for him to interpret the world around him. This early passion laid the groundwork for his later operatic and crossover success, vision loss, and personal strengths. At the age of 12, Bocelli suffered a football accident that completely took away his remaining sight. This moment marked a turning point in his life, bringing sudden and permanent blindness. Despite this challenge, he adapted with determination rather than defeat. He learned to read music in Braille and continued developing his musical skills without interruption. His attitude toward life remained bold and independent as he refused to be limited by his condition. Activities like cycling and horseback riding remained part of his routine, reflecting his fearless spirit. This resilience became a defining characteristic of both his personality and his career. Education and early career path. Despite his passion for music, Bocelli initially pursued a practical academic path. He studied law at the University of Pisa and eventually graduated, briefly working in the legal field. To support himself financially during his studies, he performed in piano bars in the evenings, gaining valuable live performance experience. Thus, small venues allowed him to refine his voice and build confidence in front of audiences. During this period, he balanced a stable professional direction with his growing musical ambition. His time as a law student and bar performer reflected a dual life, one grounded in stability and the other driven by artistic passion. Breakthrough. Moment in music. Bocelli's major breakthrough came in the early 1990s when he was introduced to a prominent Italian rock project needing a tenor voice. His recording impressed established musicians, including well-known opera figures who encouraged him to continue performing. This exposure led to wider recognition and collaborations that placed him on national stages. His performances began to attract attention for their emotional depth and classical quality. Shortly after, he gained representation in the Italian music industry, marking the official start of his professional career. This period transformed him from a background vocalist into a rising solo artist with growing national visibility. Rise through music festivals. A key milestone in Bocelli's career was his participation in Italy's major music festival circuit, where he performed in emerging artist categories. His early performances received exceptional scores and critical attention, helping him stand out among new talents. Soon after, he transitioned into mainstream competition, where his performances continued to gain praise. His debut album followed, achieving strong commercial success in Italy and establishing him as a new voice in classical pop crossover music. Touring opportunities expanded his audience further, allowing him to perform across Europe. This phase marked his transition from national recognition to an international career trajectory. Global recognition and crossover. Success. Bocelli's international breakthrough came with a powerful duet reinterpretation of one of his early songs, performed with a British soprano. This version became a global hit, reaching #1 in multiple countries and selling millions of copies. The success introduced him to audiences far beyond Italy and solidified his status as a crossover artist. He began recording in multiple languages and collaborating with international musicians across genres. His ability to move between classical opera and popular music made him unique in the industry. From this point onward, he was recognized not just as a tenor, but as a global musical figure. Opera career and international expansion. Alongside his pop success, Bocelli pursued serious opera roles, performing in classical productions and prestigious venues. He appeared in concerts at major cultural institutions and worked with world-renowned orchestras. His repertoire expanded to include both sacred music and traditional opera, demonstrating versatility and discipline. International tours took him to North America, Europe, and beyond, where he performed in theaters, stadiums, and cultural landmarks. His music often carried emotional and spiritual themes, resonating with diverse audiences. Over time, he became known for bridging the gap between classical tradition and modern accessibility, making opera more widely appreciated by global listeners. Legacy and continuing influence. Today, Bocelli is regarded as one of the most successful classical crossover artists of all time, with a career spanning decades. He has sold millions of records worldwide and performed on some of the most prestigious stages in the world. Beyond commercial success, he is admired for his consistency, humility, and dedication to music. His story continues to inspire discussions about resilience, accessibility, and artistic expression. He remains active in recording and performing, collaborating with new generations of artists. His influence extends beyond music into cultural and philanthropic efforts, reinforcing his status as a lasting figure in global entertainment. Conclusion. Andrea Bocelli's journey from a small Tuscan village to international fame is a story of talent, determination, and adaptability. Overcoming early vision loss and personal challenges, he transformed his passion for music into a lifelong career that transcends genres. His success in both classical and popular music demonstrates a rare versatility that few artists achieve. More than just a performer, he represents perseverance and emotional connection through art. As his career continues, his legacy grows stronger, reminding audiences worldwide that limitations can be transformed into strength when guided by dedication, opportunity, and a deep love for music.